Welcome back, everybody. I think we are live and nothing looks muted, so I think we're good to go. So happy Friday, happy St. Patrick's Day. I guess you notice all the green. I've got my lucky bandana on for the happy St. Patrick's Day. So I think we should be good to go. We should be, I think we're live. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, yes, we are. Okay. So happy St. Patrick's Day, Peter. So Peter's the first one here, and he says, Happy Today Day. Happy Today Day. Yes, every day is a happy day. So, had some audio issues. Fun. Like at 6:30. Fun, yeah. So I'm learning to fly by the seat of my pants. We are green, green, green. Yes, because it is St. Patrick's Day. It is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So it just happened to fall on Friday. So I hope you're wearing your green tonight. It's been a wild day with this microphone stuff. So I hope I sound okay. I have switched back to the Deity because I could not get the Rode to cooperate, and I picked up a smaller Tascam unit. It didn't help. In fact, I couldn't figure out how to get it working at all. So yeah, it's been a fun day. Lots of experimental things, and so just went back to the tried and true. And when I switched back to the tried and true, I had no sound whatsoever, zero. Beep. So it was all in the settings. So I'm thinking it's probably a settings issue with the pod mic, but we'll delve into that. Oh my, you sound wonderful. Okay, that's good. Thank you, because yeah, I'm been kind of stressing out about that. Oh yeah, what do I have green? Yes, I don't know that I've seen you. You have a blue shirt with green in it. That counts. You might not have the entire green green thing, but you have a blue shirt with green in it. And I am going to take a cough drop so that I don't cough in your ear the entire time. Sorry, I know it's rattling, but it should help. Okay. Okay, all thumbs up from each of us. Yes, thumbs up. I don't even know how many people are in here. I don't know. Okay. It's just you and me, right? It's just you and me. It's a small, intimate affair. Carlos is here. Perfect timing, Sly. Have a 30-minute break between clients. Awesome. So I was talking to Peter this week, and I'm actually, it is a little mind-blowing for me to come on so early at 7:30. I'm actually thinking 10:30. That would give Peter time to finish, give people a bathroom break, and then start again. So I think this will be the last 7:30, and we'll probably switch it back to 10:30. Because I'm not very good at getting around. Peter's giving me a lot of thumbs up. And Carlos says, hey, Peter. 6 million. I wish I had 6 million. And Jim's here. Hi, Jim. Hi, Peter and Carlos. It's good to see everybody. You guys make my week. I look so forward to this. And it was a little rushed, especially since it's still daylight outside. My brain is going, it's like 5 o'clock. It's not time to live stream. It's still daylight. So I'm still having to get used to this daylight savings time. And Peter's saying hi to everybody. And Carlos saying hi back. It's kind of like the Waltons. You know, we're kind of like the Waltons. That's what that reminds me of. It's too cute. Okay, so Carlos, you have your sound mastered, right? I am so impressed with your audio quality. It's not even funny. So I am trying to up my game, and I'm using a lav mic, which it sounds fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I bought this. I think I showed you last week. I bought this Rode pod mic, okay, and I bought a Tascam Mixcast 4. Okay, this is supposed to do similar to what the Rodecaster does. Tascam does a couple of different things. Rodecaster does a couple of different things, but they're supposed to do kind of the same thing. And I have every cable known to man at this point. I can get the mic going, but it's Peter had a word for it. It's clipping off the beginning of my words. And so I took we thought maybe it was the crisp audio, so I took the crisp audio out, and that did not help. So, funny story. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody's supposed to be, you're supposed to be drinking green beer today, and everything's supposed to be about the green, the little leprechauns, right? And I'm short. I can qualify as a leprechaun on most days. She means 11:30 Miami time, 10:30 Okie time. So that would be 8:30 for Carlos. He's 3 hours behind you in Florida, so 2 hours behind me. So what happened, I had a gift card to Guitar Center. That's kind of what led me down this rabbit trail, right? And so I ordered one online. I tried to order it for curbside pickup because there's a Guitar Center in Tulsa, and it wouldn't let me. So I called the store, and they could not locate it. Apparently they only had one, they couldn't locate it. So I ordered it online, and lo and behold, it was shipped from Tulsa. Okay. So long story short, I get it, and it's used. And I paid for a new one. I didn't pay for an open box or a demo or a used. I paid for a brand new one. So I call them back, and I'm like, hey, the box was scotch tape shut. It has already been turned on because it didn't ask for a time or date or anything like that. And I was hoping they would say, oh, okay, well, we'll give you 15% back, you know, but no such luck. So they want me to take it back, and they will send me a new one from California. Apparently that's the only place that has brand spanking new ones. So, so after the problems I've had with it this week, I'm not sure. Number one, it's just me and one microphone. I am not sure that I need this big of a unit, okay? Number two, I can't figure out how to work the thing. So there's that too. And Peter saying, oh, fancy Nancy, Tascam 4. Yes, it is. Yes, well, it's so fancy that I can't figure it out. You know, with my little deity pocket over there, you just turn the switch on and go. It's pretty easy peasy. And Carlos says 8:30. Yeah. Carlos, you've been putting out some really good content lately. And I would really like to mimic your sound because you sound amazing. And Peter's saying used. What? Wow. Is the CD in the box that comes with it? No, it wasn't. So it obviously, whether it had been for a demo or whatever, it obviously had been out of the box. I mean, it doesn't have a scratch on it. It's in really good shape, and I don't mind keeping it. I just am not sure it's what I need. Okay. It's very pretty. You know, it has lots and lots of pretty colorful buttons. I plugged it in just so you could you guys could kind of see it. It does have, these are all the sound effect pads, which I don't really do sound effects anyway. It does have a place for 4 mics, which, like I said, I'm just a one girl show here, so I only have 1 mic. And I would, though, really like some input as far as what do you guys use and how do you make it sound so good? I would like to be able to monitor, because right now, the way my setup is right now, I've got a ATEM Mini, which is a switcher for the cameras, and yes, the microphone is, the deity is going into that, but I'm not opposed to having a separate unit for sound, okay? I think the Tascam may be a little overkill, possibly, but I need to talk to some experts, guys. You guys are my experts, okay? So, because I'm obviously way down a rabbit hole and way in over my head. So, Jim says, I'm working on my setup, and I will be using my Focusrite Scarlett 2x2 and my Audio Technica AT2035. Okay, the Audio Technica is an excellent microphone. I looked at I believe it was the 2020, and I honestly, I like the aesthetics of the Rode. I like the way it looks. I like the size. I don't know. I just kind of like that. But so if I take this back, I still have that gift card, right? They will give me what I paid in cash back on my card, but the gift card part goes back to a gift card. So I would have to buy something else at Guitar Center, and the only thing I can think of that they, I've kind of been looking, they do have a Shure microphone, but I'm not sure that I would be gaining anything. So I also found a Focusrite Scarlett, and I started to pick that up today. So Jim, when you say you're running your AT2035 through your Focusrite Scarlett, is the Focusrite Scarlett then plugged into your computer? Somewhere I'm either not plugging enough things into the computer, which I did try to plug the Tascam directly into the computer. Not so much luck. Yeah, I've been having a really hard week. Honestly, joking aside, it does sound real good. Tell her, Carlos, she likes your sound. Yes. Excuse me. This is supposed to be helping. So I had a cold this week. I'm over it. I feel fine, but I still have that residual cough, and I sound like a frog. But it is St. Patrick's Day, so ribbit. But I will try very hard not to cough in your ear, because that is so annoying. And Peter says, hi Jim, AT2035 is a really nice mic. Yes, it is. I think the newest one out is the 2040, but I was looking at the 2020, and it has really good, there's Lewis. Hi everyone. Hi buddy. We are just talking about my microphone woes, and it has been an interesting week. In case you missed it, Lewis, this is what I got this week, and don't know that I need something that big, okay? And I've been trying to figure out how to get the pod mic to work with that, and having some issues. Peter helped me, and we did finally get sound out of it, but it is it's like cutting off the very beginning of each word, so not usable for a live stream. So Carlos says, I go against the grain a little with my audio interface. Okay, I like going against the grain a lot. Got rid of my Rodecaster Pro and went with a Universal Audio Volt 2x2. Never heard of that. Okay, so what mic are you using? And are you plugging it into, I guess you plug it into the Universal Audio Volt 2x2, and then are you plugging that into the computer? Or is anybody using an A10 Mini? I'm assuming, even though it has 2 mic inputs, I'm assuming that it's going to become just a camera switcher, and that my audio is going to go as somehow getting directly into the computer. But I'm such a novice at this, and it's going to cost me a fortune before I figure it out, I'm sure. Yes, USB-C into computer. Okay, Focusrite provides phantom power you can monitor. Okay, so you can plug, I have these cute little in-ear headphone things, and I bought them because I saw Carlos wearing some. Copycat. And but there is a headphone jack on the Tascam. Either it doesn't work very well, or I just don't like what I'm listening to. I'm not sure, but it doesn't portray the audio like it's coming through YouTube. That's where I'm trying to get to. Okay, so Peter says, nice unit, Carlos. I have never heard of that, so I'm going to have to investigate. But I know you did a video outside with, I think you said you had the Rode, I don't remember which one it was, but you had a Rode microphone on your camera, and that thing sounded amazing. And Peter says, hi, Lewis. So that's kind of my woes for the week. I had, oh, one moment. Okay, so this is what I picked up today. Let me get this behemoth out of the way. Okay, this has one microphone. It does have a line out for headphones. And that's pretty much all there is to it. But it is meant to plug in, I believe, to your computer through USB. So I gave this a whirl today, trying to get rid of that where it's cutting the beginning of the words off, and I couldn't get this to work either. So you know what? At that point, it was like 6:15, 6:30. And I just said, you know what, we're just going to go back to the tried and true. I will continue to work on this audio problems, but, you know, it is what it is. And Lewis is saying hi back to Peter. Hard to type with Aiden in my arms. Hi, Aiden. He is the cutest thing ever. I didn't get, my daughter took my grandson to Minnesota this week. So I didn't get my baby fix this week. So I'm really missing him. You're Lewis, you don't know how lucky you are, because this time goes by so fast. So fast. The Guitar Center loves UA. What is UA? I thought UA was Under Armour. I don't know what UA is. Oh, Universal Audio. Ah, okay, gotcha. It takes a minute. I'm getting old, okay? So you're saying that Guitar Center might have that Universal Audio. So I may trade in the Mixcaster for that because I have to use, I think it's roughly $114 worth of gift card. So they'll give me the rest of it back, but I'm into them for that much anyway. So it is pretty, and it's nice to look at, but I just think it's way, like 15 steps higher than where I am or what I need. So yeah, I do tend to do that. I overbuild the boat every time. And, you know, my family just shakes their head and they know how I am. And I used to record my online piano lessons, used Ecamm to record, HDMI from my Sony ZV-E10 into the Camlink mic. Okay, hang on a minute. It's going to take me a minute to get through all this. Okay. HDMI from the ZV-E10 into the Camlink mic and piano into Focusrite. Got high praise from my, that needs to go up there again. Got high praise from my online piano teacher. Okay, Camlink mic. Okay, I'm not sure I'm following. First of all, I don't exactly know what a Camlink mic is. That might be where I'm getting confused. But, so you plugged your camera into the Camlink mic? Overbuild the boat, totally get it. Yeah, that's just how I roll. Oh, okay. Camlink, comma, mic. Got it. Okay. I try to take advantage of my time with Aiden. Yes. It's amazing. My little one is 3.5, and it has gone by so quickly that, and I love the age he is right now because he's discovering something new every day, and it's, you know, he's at that age where he's actually kind of fun to be with and play with, but it, yeah, 10 years from now, he won't even care if Granny's around. So, Lewis, we're trying to figure out how to up my audio to where I sound better. The Pocket, the Deity Pocket is fine. Okay, it's acceptable, but it's not above acceptable. Okay, so that's where we are trying to. I'm asking for your guys's, how you guys have it set up, because you guys all sound really good, and I listen to those and I'm like, man, I'm not there. Okay, but I'm trying to get there. So, and Peter says, Aiden is awesome. Yes, he is. He's a little prince. Hi, Aiden. I don't know if he's listening, but I know my little guy, boy, he perks his ears up every time he hears Granny on YouTube, and likes to hear his name called out, and, you know, so I think they are, at the moment, in a swimming pool, so I don't know if they'll be able to come on tonight. So, and there's Miss Debbie. Hi, Sly, don't forget your photo on Sunday with me. I actually am going to call you about that, because I was told that it was for not me. So I was told it was for somebody else. But yes, do you want my camera and my lens? So, but I'll call you. We'll hook up and figure all that stuff out. So tonight we are trying to figure out the audio situation. So, Lewis, I have seen you have had one of these microphones. For $100, this is an amazing microphone, okay? And I really like the way it looks. This thing is really, really heavy, but I think I noticed that Lewis, that you have gone to a Shure microphone. Why? And I noticed that Keith, there are several people that I listen to, and they have all gone to the Shure microphones. So is it better than the Rode Pod mic? Just inquiring minds. Oh, okay. Lewis says, please send me a message to schedule a time to help you with your audio. I will. I will. And Debbie's saying, okay. That's a really good picture, Deb. And Carla says, agree with Peter, though. You sound better than you think. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes it's just better to leave things alone, right? I'm sure Guitar Center has something that is shiny and sparkly and will catch my eye. But I don't know. It just seems like with all these people using all these fancy microphones, and I'm using a lav mic, so yeah, there's that. You know, it's one of those things like it sounds okay, but I think it could sound better. And I'm not talking about the fact that I sound like a frog tonight, but I do think that it could sound a little bit better, you know. Lewis says, I still have it. It's a great mic. The pod mic, yes. I just really love the look of it, right? So I don't know why. It's just one of those shiny things that, you know. And so it was funny because Peter suggested putting, because I notice when I've got it plugged in, anytime I touch the desk, it comes through the microphone. So he suggested putting plastic or scouring pads underneath it. So I went to the dollar store today, and I think I'm going to try to build a sound deafening kit. Not crazy about having a mic arm come across, but you know, never say never, right? And Peter says, what's the saying, if it ain't broke, right? But you know, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. Haven't we been taught that since we were like wee littles? And Debbie says, you sound great. Well, thank you. Thank you. It has been a week. I don't know when you came in, but yeah, I've been trying all week to get this pod mic up and running, and it just, so far, it has not been happening. So I even tried, you know, I got the crisp audio, and then I uninstalled it, and that didn't help. So yeah, it's been a fun week, Deb. Peter says, I hear Greg uses a lav mic too. So yes, and you were using the Sony, which is like a $700, $800 lav mic, right? And it sounded amazing. Now I think you're using I want to say you're using a Ceramonic now. So when you compare one to the other, the Ceramonic sounds fine. Is that what it is, the Ceramonic? Whatever you're using now, it sounds great. But when you compare the Sony to that, you can tell the difference. So when you compare the singing mic to that, you can tell the difference. So I think the DD sounds okay. It does, you know, and perhaps that's where I'm setting the bar, and I just want to go above the bar. So yeah, I don't know. Sly just got home. Hey, Dr. Richard. How you doing, buddy? I call you Dr. Charles, sorry. Just got home from any adventures that you're always on an adventure, Charles. So, and Peter says, I've been trying to get taller. Okay. Carlos says, gotta go. Take care, everyone. Glad you came in, Carlos. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. And Peter says, later, Carlos, am I next on the couch? Yeah, right? That's funny. So yes, this is my fallback, okay, because this is the bar. So in my scurrying around, you know, we changed a bunch of settings trying to get the pod mic to work. So when I plugged the lav mic back in, I had nothing. And you talk about a little bit of panic, just a little bit, but it's all good. The SM7B does just a little bit better handling background noise. Both are great. Okay. So I don't have so much background noise per se. I do have a lot of cars going by, and later at night there's some trains, you know, that want to blow their whistle all night. Can you imagine living right by the tracks? That would just really... So, is the SM7B, is that the one that you can get made in different colors? Because I did actually look at that one. But if I can't figure out how to get the pod mic to work, I can't really see investing $300 in another one. And Jim is saying goodbye to Carlos. And Charles is saying, went to an Irish pub. Yes, right? So, you see the green? Hello, happy St. Patrick's Day. I don't have any green beer, but I should have put some food coloring in my water. Yeah, too late. But yeah, so Lewis is saying bye to Carlos. So that's cool though, Charles, that you went to an Irish pub. Isn't it? Oh, I guess it is 9 o'clock your time. Okay. I do need to watch the time tonight because Peter comes on right after me, or shortly after me. So, and hopefully I've timed this so that I can go get something to munch on while he's on. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh, I missed one. Okay, so Charles says, what is the mic that is not working for you? Charles, it's this Rode pod mic. Okay, so since you came in late, I'll kind of recap where we're at here. So I got this mic, and I like it. I like the way it looks. Okay, it's just, yeah, I'm enamored with it. And then I jumped off and I bought, because I had a coupon, I bought this thing. Okay, now we've been trying all week to get this thing, to make that thing work. And we finally got sound out of it, but it is clipping the beginning of all of my letters. Okay, so if I was to say please, it would just, all you would hear is Lee's. Okay, it would clip the first letter off. So I was just ecstatic when we got sound to come out of it, but it's not anything that's usable for a live stream. So yeah, where'd the mousey go? Okay, the Shure MV7 is the one with color choices. Okay, so you like the SM7B better? And I don't know what the difference is, but I'm going to go back after this, after YouTube does its thing. I'm going to go back and write all this stuff down, and then I'm going to start researching. I'm pretty sure the Tascam Mixcast 4 is going to go back, but I don't know what is going to replace it. So Jim says, I worked all day and had a Guinness before tuning into Sly. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody should have a Irish beer on St. Patrick's Day, right? The SM7B is 400,000, maybe $400. Okay. Noise gate is too aggressive. We'll fix that. Okay. Good, because I don't know what that means, but yes, we will. Dr. Charles says, it is usable, but you have to adjust the gains. What is usable? The pod mic? So it took a long time and plugging several things into several things that I don't think were supposed to be plugged in there. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Okay, so on the back of this thing, if I can get it there, I had the pod mic plugged into number 1, and then it has a line out right here, left and right here. It had a line out, or monitor out. Well, that, and there's a monitor out switch up here for sound. We couldn't get anything to happen with that. So we moved it over to these two, which is supposed to be headphones for mics 1 through 4, but we actually did get some sound when we plugged the left and right out of 1, this is hard, 1 and 2, okay? I'm not sure we were doing it right. And then when we did that, we had to adjust here, okay. When we plugged them into 1 and 2, we had to adjust both the volumes 1 and 2 here because they're color coded. Like this is green, you can't see that, okay. This is green, so this is supposed to be your volume for this mic. This is supposed to be your volume for mic number 2, and so forth and so on. And honestly, so I don't think we had it set up right. And yes, it does have an owner's manual. It has a very hot signal. What does? The mic I'm using now? Or what does? Just $400, okay. So, so do you like that one that you can color? Because I know Tom and Heather have those ones that you can color, and somehow Keith, who his channel is called the I don't know how you say it, K-O-N-O-V or something like that. But he's got like 7 of these colorful mics, and I kind of like the color. So both. Okay. So the deity is too hot? It is very possible. I'm not peeking in the red anywhere, but it is very possible. Dr. Charles says, if you call me after your live stream, I will walk you through setting it up. You know how to set the Tascam up? That would be amazing. Yeah, because I'm having a little problems. I'm having a lot of problems. So, in your opinion, Charles, did you come in? I bought this little thing. Not as much flashing as the big one, but it pretty much does the same things. You have your mic input here. You can't really adjust. You have your mic volume here. It does have fan and power, which I don't need with a dynamic. It's got your little sound thingies here if I ever figure out how to work those. So one thing I did notice with this thing is when I hit the effect button, it made me sound like olive oil. So, and I'm thinking you guys might think that's an upgrade compared to the frog. So, it was just funny. Both. Okay. So, so yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. Do I need to turn the deity down? I certainly can do that. That's a no-brainer. How about that? Does that sound better? I turned it down just a little bit. Oh, I lost my place. Oh, and Lewis says, message me when you can. Okay. Yeah, you are a busy guy. I am not so busy. So I hate to interrupt. I don't ever know, what you got going on, but I may hit you up tomorrow, buddy. The Tascam has a +4 decibel output signal. It's a very hot signal. Really? Because I couldn't get hardly any sound out of the mic at all. So yeah. They're all great mics. First, let's get the pod mic working, then you can choose. Thank you. Yes. That's kind of what I think, because I do like this mic. I don't know. I just like stroking. Isn't it pretty? It's just a pretty mic. I know, I'm being silly, but it's all good. Hello all. Hello. Know your role. Hi, you're new. Welcome. If you're actually somebody, I don't recognize the picture, but welcome. Everybody is welcome here. And do you have a channel? And what's your name? So, but welcome. Know your role. So everybody say hi. The convos, short for conversation. Thanks, Lewis. I never figured that out. The convos. Okay, yeah. I figured that was his last name or something. I didn't know. Every once in a while his wife pops in, so I don't know. But I like him because he likes to try different stuff, and he's not afraid to try it. So what type of computer do you have? I am running all of this on the Mac Mini M1. It's about 2 years old now. So yes, I am. I forgot what I asked. And Lewis says, welcome to Know Your Role. Okay. So we just kind of hang out here on Friday nights, pretty much talk about anything anybody needs to talk about. Tonight, I've been having, I'm using a lav mic, the Deity Pocket, and but I'm wanting to up my game to like a Rode Pod mic, right? And so I've been buying equipment that I may or may not need, and yeah, doing this whole thing about trying to get that up and running and not having a lot of success. So there was a fellow I met today. He was he used to do YouTube. He's the one that sold me the little Tascam, and man, I really had high hopes for that thing. And I'm not finished playing with it. I mean, we might get that working. So I'm not finished. I just didn't get finished in time to go live. So I went back to the tried and true, and found that I was that I had blown that setup up too. So I need to start writing down what I have stuff set at that works, right? So Know Your Role says, yippers, I'm new and looking to do the same thing, kind of. Yes, my channel was starting out as an audit channel. I have a few videos up. Cool. So do you have any tips for audio? Because I'm definitely not an audio person, right? I'm learning a lot, but I think as you go, you kind of have to learn. So it's coming around, and Know Your Role says thank you. So do you have a name, Know Your Role? Or do you just want us to call you Know Your Role? KYR. That, yeah, okay. So yeah, we just kind of, on Friday night, it started out with Peter Gregg, who's here somewhere, and it's not really a formal setting at all. Very, very informal. You just kind of, people can come in and talk about whatever we want to. you know. So I usually have a topic, and then we branch off into other things. So I think I'm not even going to tell you what we talked about last week, because it was funny. And Dr. Charles said the Tascam is a very nice little mixer, like the Rode and Zoom mixers. But do I really need that? You know, ever since I bought it, it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of equipment, okay? I think it would do a lot more than what I'm wanting to do. So what I'm wanting to accomplish, I have my switcher for my cameras, and I absolutely love the A10 Mini for switching the cameras, okay? That is the bomb diggity. I'm thinking I don't need a switcher for the audio, because it's just me. So I only have one mic. So I don't really need to switch that up. But I just need to figure out a way to get a better mic either into the A10 Mini or into the computer. One of the two. And Know Your Role says, any knowledge on Razor products. And he's learning as well. So I actually have, let's see if we can get it in this camera. Yes. Okay, so right here, I actually have a Razor webcam, and I absolutely love it. When I I belong to a group that does Zoom meetings, and so I use my Razor because I use the PC. So I don't know if you've seen. Okay, so this setup, I don't know if I can show it to you. Let's see if I can show this to you. Okay, so this is my Mac right here, and so it's what's running the live stream, and then over here is my PC, and that's what I do my Zoom calls and stuff on. So yeah, I have a fairly elaborate computer setup, but let's see, he says, I'm setting up something to stream. Oh, and your name's David. Hi, David. The streaming part is easy. it's okay. So I was talking earlier, I'm using right now a Deity Pocket lav mic plugged into the A10 Mini. So I don't know what kind of stream you're going to do, if you're going to have multiple cameras or what have you, but I think this sounds okay. And so I'm saying this is the bar, and I would like to go above the bar 2 or 3 steps. So that's kind of how we got off on this, down this rabbit hole, but yeah, that's where we're going. And Jim says, hi, David. And David says, hi, Jim. Well, I'm 52 and probably come from a very different realm than most. Okay. Well, most of the time, David, most of the time, I'm the only woman in these live streams. Yeah, so I know all about different realm. And Peter says, David, cool. That have or had an audit channel. I will have to check out your channel. I love watching Audit the Audit. Definitely raises the blood pressure. So David, just to kind of introduce you and how everybody knows everybody, is this all started with Peter Gregg. So he is kind of like yeah, he's like way up here, and we are all striving to be like Peter. He has set live streaming down to an art, and he goes on live at 9 o'clock my time, which I'm in Oklahoma, which is 10 o'clock Florida time. So 7 o'clock California time. Yeah. So, but yes, I love my Razor. It's the Cairo Pro or something like that. but it's an amazing little webcam. Razer products are mostly for gamers. Yes, they are, and I still like it. It actually has an amazing picture quality. It's sharper, but you can turn it down. You can actually go in and adjust if you want like a wide angle or a narrow angle. It has software that comes with it, and it just sits up there and works its little heart out. But it's hooked up to my PC and everything. All these cameras are hooked up to the Mac, so nice, awesome. I just got the Cairo Pro. I think is how you say it, Cairo. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's an amazing camera. Sly's flight deck, love it. Yeah. Yes, my son, who is a gamer, he comes in and he just can't believe that, you know, and I'm not a gamer. How about that? Although, from what I understand, there's a huge market in young people wanting to watch old people game. So maybe I need to become a gamer, right? David says, nice setup for sure. Thank you, thank you. And Jim says, we love Sly and we love Peter. I apologize, lost internet. Hey, no worries, bud. Like I said, this is so laid back, and we're just kind of, you come in and out and however you want to do it. And there's Suey. Hi, Sly. Thanks for coming in. I'm surprised you remembered what time. I started to send a text, and I thought, you know, that's we'll probably go to 10:30 next week, Suey. So it is what it is. And David said, I just got the Razer Siren Elite as well. I'm a gamer converting over. Yes. So I looked at those at the microphone. It's a USB microphone, right? I did look at those. There was no USB on the A10 Mini, and that's what I thought I was going to have to run the sound through. I'm kind of second guessing that now. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe I need to run the sound through the actual computer, but I'm still learning. So it's going to be another interesting week. I've been gaming since the early 70s. You know, I've got, my son is a huge gamer. He's on the road right now, or he'd be in here. But yeah, and I have like the gaming chair, which I did a video like 2 years ago about the chair. When I was looking for an office chair, none of them had very good ratings. And apparently there's a thing with chairs, which I didn't know this, and they rate them by how long you can sit in them. Okay. Well, gaming chairs were like off the charts. It was like 24 hours. Okay. And most office chairs were like rated at 8 to 10 hours. So I'm thinking I probably won't sit in this chair for 24 hours ever, but if it's rated to be comfortable that long, then it's got to be more comfortable than an office chair, right? And the fact that the arms are not that are not made out of this material. They're actually like a kind of a hard plastic, but they're very comfortable. They're just a little bit concave or whatever, so your arms just kind of fit in them, and they move into, you know, a bazillion different positions and what have you. But so I have a gaming chair. I have 2 computers. I have a sound bar on the PC, and I have studio monitor speakers on the Mac. And then I have the Corsair headphones, which from what I understand, these are gaming headphones. But they're wireless, and they actually do have a mic that plugs in there. So I guess I could be a gamer. I would just have to plug a game in and know how to play. I don't know how to play a game, so But I have watched my son play some, and it does look interesting. It's just, I just never got into gaming. And David says correct. I don't know what I say. From the time I say something until you get to see it and make a comment about it, there's like 20 seconds has lapsed. And so there's a thing called old timers. Yeah, you forget what you talk about, you know. But Lewis and Charles, I will definitely be in touch. Thumbs up or thumbs down to the Mixcast 4. Do you think it's overkill? Do you think I can get away with maybe just something like the little, what is this called? Tascam Mini Studio. Personal. It's personal. Sure would take up a lot less desk space. But if I take the Tascam Mixcast 4, any recommendations on what I should replace it with if I don't replace it with that? So, yeah, just kind of wanting to get your all's input tonight and see what you guys think, you know. I do like, it is pretty, but it is big. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can get a picture of how big this thing is. Oh, wrong way. Okay, so this is the ATEM, okay? Nice small little box. This behemoth over here, look how big that thing is. I mean, it's huge. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably overkill. I don't really use that many. I think the buttons would be fun, but I also have buttons right here. Okay, so I don't know that I need them on, other than it would be a lot easier than finding the mouse and finding that little bitty triangle. It would be a lot easier just to hit a button, right? So, and Lewis says, might be overkill, we'll find out. Focus right Scarlet, I already voted. Okay, I'm gonna write that down because I did see one of those. It was it's either 2i2, I think is what it was called. It was a little red box, which is nice. Plenty of choices are available, smaller. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I didn't realize, I thought this thing would be about the size of the ATEM Mini. I did not realize it was going to take up so much real estate. But, you know, live and learn, right? Jim says, whoa, that's a lot of audio desk space, right? You can get a little Stream Deck and get sound effects through Ecamm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the clapping I just did was through Ecamm. So, and I have a Stream Deck here. I just don't know how to set it up. I've had it for over a year. Brand new in the box. Never have, because I didn't think I needed it. But yeah, it's like, I think it has nine buttons on it maybe. Peter, you have the same one. How many buttons does that thing have on it? But yeah, something similar to the Tascam will cost about $700. Well, the Tascam was $4, so yeah, I think it is possibly overkill. I will never have 4 microphones plugged into it. Don't know that I need to change my voice. Like I said, it sounds like olive oil with the girl's voice on it. But we'll see. We'll see what next week brings, and maybe we'll get this figured out. And if not, I'll keep using the Deity. I lowered the levels, Charles. Did it come down just a little bit? I just lowered it a little bit. 15. Okay, Peter says 15. Okay, so apparently my Stream Deck has 15 buttons. There again, I can't imagine ever needing 15 buttons. But, you know, who knows? Who knew that I would ever need 4, right? I've got 4 cameras set up, so, you know, you don't know. But let's see. Those 8 buttons can be programmed like the Stream Deck. Oh, okay. So that, I don't think, I know you can't run the mic through the Stream Deck, so I'm trying to, I think I just need an audio thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. David says, have a great night all. I'm having internet issues. Thank you very much. David, every Friday night, I think next week, Peter comes on at, I don't know where you are, so I'm going to say everything in Central Time. Next week, Peter comes on at 9, and I'm going to come on at 10:30. So I've tried it before Peter, and I think I really like doing it after Peter. But so we'll see. But anyway, you need to watch Peter Gregg. He's the master. And you can ask him any question. He is more than happy to help. He got me set up and all this, so he is more than happy to help you. Idaho is, are you Pacific time, California time? I think you are. And there's Randy. Oh, perfect timing, Randy. Excellent video on your mom, dude. That was amazing. It kind of inspired me. I did my mom's, what do you call it? Where they have a video CD at the funeral. And I did that, and I was quite pleased with it, but that's been so long ago, it's on a CD. So my PC will play CDs, the Mac won't. So, but yeah, you did an awesome job. That was a wonderful, wonderful tribute. And Lewis says, audio interface, what you need. I think so, yes. The Tascam is a combination of a mixer plus Stream Deck. Oh, okay. See, that puts it in my mind so that I understand. And Lewis is saying bye to David. So, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. And I want to grab a quick snack before we head over to Peter's. And this is so much fun. I am really enjoying getting to talk with you guys. And then I get more of you guys on Peter's, so I'm really enjoying that. But next week we're going to try 10:30, and that way if Peter runs over just a little bit, he'll be fine. And we'll see. I'm still trying to find my spot, you know, but and you guys are the ones that I'm wanting to see and talk to and everything else. So it doesn't seem to matter to you guys. If it does, you know, if there's a specific time, please let me know, because I'm open. My whole Friday night's open. So I can go on, you know, anytime from 7 to 11, right? Or, yeah. So you guys let me know what works best for you guys. So, but for next week, we're going to try 10:30. And see if that doesn't feel more, because, you know, this kind of feels like, I don't know, I shouldn't be going on before Peter. I think the master should go on first, and then, although at a rock concert, the little band goes on first, so, and then you have the big band, so I don't know, maybe. But anyway, love you guys, and I will see you in a bit over at Peter's. Everybody have a great week.